What is that thing that you naturally do to avoid yourself? The stranger in this life is me.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
Hello, beautiful and smart queens. Welcome to the Parlour. In today's video, just as you saw in the title, I want us to answer the question of who am I? There's this amazing queen. Her name is Iyanla Vanzant. Her messages and gifts in this life has really helped me grow and heal. So this quote goes, until you heal the wounds of your past, you will continue to bleed, and no matter how well we bandage them, they will stay your life. That's too powerful. Until you heal the wounds of your past, you will continue to bleed, and no matter how well we bandage them, they will stain your life. In life, most of the time, we mask and hide who we really are. Sometimes it's because we don't know who we really are because we were never allowed or never given a chance to be that. Or you just necessarily don't know who you are. Like you were brought into this world as a cute little amazing bundle of joy. And normally what happens is our parents are the ones who nurtures us and the society. So if they did not have the knowledge that they need to allow you to be you or to let you express who you are, we struggle because we try to conform to the patterns that we've been taught, necessarily not tapping into our inner selves. It's so structured in us that since you're a little girl, you are told, oh, you need to maybe be position one, maybe you need to be good in school. A mark was always set for you, and necessarily you never even knew if you can achieve that, but you had to achieve because you were told. We live in a competitive world, and maybe you were told go to school and be a certain person, but in you never feel satisfied. 80% of people in their workplaces hate what they do, and this is because of the structure of go to school, score an A, become this. If you become a D student or a dropout, this is who you are. It was really structured, but not many people were given that platform to express, to really express themselves. So you find you're doing something, it pays a lot, but you don't like it. Sitting down and being honest to yourself, you secretly feel insufficient. Maybe somebody sees you have a good job, you're a CEO, you have a high position at a job, but you hate it. You are the MD of a company, but maybe you delight in cooking. You find joy and peace in cooking, or maybe you find joy and peace in art. There's this place that you are, and when you're doing that thing, you're really happy. We look for happiness in various places. We are told,
look for money, you'll be happy. Look for this, you'll be happy. Look, find a husband, you'll be happy.
in the long run, after you're done with all this, you feel empty. You're still empty. Nothing is satisfying you. But because of the structure that you've given, you're still there trying to figure this out. Like, why you bitter? People, what you bitter? You sad? You upset? Nothing makes you happy. You always talking bad about people who you see succeeding. It's not because you feel bad, but it's because you confused. You just can't find yourself. And most of the time, you're trying to fill a void inside you because happiness is from within. I've come to realize everything is made in us. And this is why I always say we connect to the creator. When you buy a phone has everything inside it that you need. The manufacturer has already set up the things that that phone needs to operate. That same case applies to us. God created us with everything. Believe me, everything is inside you. You don't need to find it out here. And like for me, I'm finding that journey to finding myself. Let me tell you something. I know I'm bubbly, I know I'm spontaneous, but I don't know how to be that. It's always like this picture in your head. You know, like deep down, you know that's who you are. But because of the environment, I don't know how to be that. We try to distract ourselves maybe with career, parties, manipulating people. What is that thing that you naturally do to avoid yourself? a large number of people. And when I started this journey, I was like, wait a minute, the stranger in this life is me. I don't know me. You always out here telling everybody, oh, he doesn't love me enough, oh, he doesn't bring me flowers. But even you yourself, people treat you honestly. This is bitter, but the truth is people treat you the way you treat yourself. Do you love yourself? It's not them, it's you. And it's hard. Healing is a journey, and it's a painful journey. It's hard to accept. All you need to do is just start it. How do we heal our wounds? Healing is a painful process, right? We need to heal those wounds from the past and stop bandaging them, because even if you bandage them, they will still bleed. Many of us are bleeding. I'll be honest with you, dealing with you from your own perspective, it's hard. I'll give you a task. Do you know the person in the mirror? Trust me, you're not afraid of the world, you're afraid of yourself. Don't let anything or anyone steal your joy. So I'm going to give you a few questions that you can begin with. They might look very stupid, but trust me, you need to hear them. If you enjoy content like this, like, comment, subscribe, hit that red subscribe button, and share to other friends, other queens that need to hear this. So I've been reading this book, You Are a Badass by Jean Sincero. It's about how to stop doubting your greatness and start living an awesome life. So this is a really great guide to start that journey with you. It's actually a very nice book. Comment down below and tell me the kind of books you're reading. So here are the questions I'm going to ask you. So to deal with these questions, just listen. I know it will sound funny because that's something you've always had, but trust me, you've never thought about it. We're learning to feel with our hearts and not our minds. When you're listening to these questions, listen with your heart, not your mind, because you know them. Take a pen and a paper, write it down. Question number 1. What is your name? Yeah, seriously, I'm asking you your name. Yeah. Write it down, think it through. I know you know your name, but write it down and think it through. The second question is, do you love your name? Yeah, I know now. I got you. Do you love your name? Or you're called, especially in an African nature, especially in Africa, our second name, our African name, like for me, I had a problem. Why? I don't know. Another question, what is your height? 5'4", 5'4", 5'2", 5'6", 6'10". Do you have 6'10"? But what is your height? If somebody asks you, I need a, like models know this most of the time, but what's your height? Do you love your height? Are you short? Are you tall? Would you want to be taller? That's why you wear high heels. What is your weight? How much do you weigh currently? Like, or in the past, maybe 3 months or 2. I know some of you has never, they don't know even those weighing scales. Mtu for weighing scales, pima kilo, but you're not pimming. Yes, what's your weight? And after knowing that, are you comfortable with how much you weigh? Do you want to reduce? Do you want to increase? But first, are you comfortable? You know, like for me, I'm comfortable with how much I weigh, but I will love to work on some of my body parts. But I'm comfortable with them. It's not like, if I can get there, I wouldn't mind. But it doesn't give me esteem issues. It used to, but no more. Just know, our personality was always there, but the way it was structured is what you know. Another question is, what is your age? Are you a morning or a night person? Are you an introvert, extrovert, or an ambivert? Those are some very minute little questions that we've never thought. Like, what do you mean? But hearing it, you're like, wait, Am I? I'll continue giving you some of these tips as we continue, but for now, let's start with that. In the question of answering our names, Jabez in the Bible was called Jabez, which meant pain. Everything everything he experienced in his life was painful. Because we casting out a spelling, Jabez, pain. It's manifesting until he cried to God and said, you know what? Change my name. Yes, I'm singing Rhythm Moyo song in my head. Jabez, yes, I don't want copyright issues. Yes, but that song, when Jabez was called pain, he cried to God, change my name. So it's up to you. It's always and will be you. As I always say, there is no one like you. There has never been anyone like you, and there will never ever be someone so special, so important, so smart, so beautiful, so anything like you. So please stop denying us, that amazing human being that you are. Tap into that, and let's see. Avoid looking at yourself from the eyes of the public, and look at yourself from the eyes within. Direct your eyes now inside instead of outside. Listen to your body, listen to yourself. I'll give you some tips on how I learned how to meditate. So if you're interested in this, subscribe to my channel, keep watching. So I'll teach you how I learned to meditate, to be still and listen. Just be still and listen to your body. It's your home. How is your home? Is it chaotic? Is it peaceful? Is it full of anger? Only you can determine how you want it to be. So guys, that's the end of this video. I hoped you enjoyed it. I hoped you liked it. And if you want more content like this, comment down below. And
even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.